Hey, YouTube. It's me. I'm back. I think I'll leave that bottom door to later. I'm kind of. I can't find the thing that unlocks it, and I think it'll just take a little bit more. I think I'll load up the save and come back to this later. Anyway. Now I gotta go to the Stargazer's tower. And do the stuff there. I probably should talk to everyone again. The second bell's of silence is the top of Stargazer's tower on Ursula Road. This time, however, the Steel Maiden and her knights will be the ones who stand in your way. Face a daunting task. Defeating them may very well be impossible. There's no other choice of us. I have to find a way to win. An admirable mindset if you are truly determined that I will say no more. Society of Ouroboros. I heard that they were the ones behind those bizarre happenings in Liberal last year. They haven't been making their presence felt very much in Crossbell. They do have their key locations fully guarded. Makes you wonder what their ultimate goal in all this is. Hacking the UrbanNet went a lot smoother than I thought it would. It totally blocked off access from the signal booster though, so there's no chance we're gonna be able to use it again. Doesn't matter though. Scare the crap out of those jumps in Orcus Towers more than worth. Now hurry up and take back the city already. Got a base to reclaim. You'll be able to infiltrate the city once we do something about that burial. And that's why I'm sure Speaker McDowell's declaration, sure Chief Sergey and the others too. They're probably already on the move. This is the final push, Lloyd. You guys kick some butt out of it. Alright. Grandfather's declaration of invalidity had major repercussions all over the world. Now that the CDF is resolved, civil unrest might start bubbling to the surface. Might be a good idea to check how things have changed around the state on our way to stick to bells. I'm afraid there's little else I can do to use this stage. With the declaration of invalidity delivered, I'll now continue to reflect on how to handle the lasting repercussions in Crossbell's future. And it's my duty as Speaker of the Diet. and is above all as a true grouse belly. And above all is Jenny Craig. Ouroboros and the grouse have faced off time and again throughout recorded history. You could almost say we're bound by fate. That said, despite how much our order has looked into their society, we know shockingly little about the fool or the steel maiden. No countermeasures, no glaring weak points. As things stand, we'll have to fight both of them blind. But nothing ventured, nothing gained, as they say. We might as well jump in head first and see who comes out on top.
So the great battles scattered around Crossbell and just create the localized fields of space that amplify the powers of the Secretariat. In light of what the present situation has already shown us, I believe we can trust your survivors. But to think that the children of man were capable of creating such things, not to mention the cradle of the coast. A deluded obsessions with the Croy family truly know no bounds.
See if there's any, Nope. I never thought someone from the society would supply us with valuable information the way your Rosenberg has. The mother of the Grouse True hesitant to take his words at value, but I don't seem like he's like to us. Just goes to show they've got people of all stripes and sorts over the world. In terms of overall strength, the Rid Constellation's probably tougher than the Society. The guys at Ouroboros have their orgasms, not to mention that insane Lance Master. It's gonna take a lot more than raw power alone to crack those nut jobs. Don't go soft on them, even for a second, Lord. You got that? Both the Noon Temple and Stargazer's Towers, once under the supervision of the Crossbell's Guardian Force. If we had just learned the truth about the bells earlier, maybe we could have avoided the current situation altogether. Still, dwelling in it won't do any good. Got a lot of battles ahead. So keep my head up and face forward. Seeing as we no longer need to locate any additional landing spots, I have passed my duties on board the unit for now. As for our next mission, we'll be facing off against the Ouroboros. There's no way to predict which tactics they may employ. That in mind, I must ensure that my orbital staff and I are in perfect condition at all times. Did we already beat Jonas? I think we did.
I've beaten Yenna before. On this file, I'm pretty sure. Doesn't really matter. But anyway. Let us go. What a dog is a tower. Oh, Black Tower, where is your power? Right it down. Yeah, no, we went too far. I always forget which way Stargazer Tower is from the sandbar. It is a slight bit north. Yep. Going to the Stargazer Tower. Face off against one of the more challenging opponents. What? Yeah, smell right. I've never seen this kind before. They resemble a model I saw in the database from the society used during the Liberal incident, known as Vanguard units. Right? Models designed for hand-to-hand combat efficiency. Vanguard FE Sutner. These machines are specifically modeled by the Stargazer. And voice, the steel mate. I see you have surrounded Cap. Should you wish to challenge the faithful tale, my knights will serve as your front. But first, you must demonstrate your might by breaking through the Archaism's defenses. Do so, and we'll speak again thereafter. You're gonna break a whole lot more than their defenses. To your Vanguard's crash.
Commendable job. You have qualified. Inside the Star Rider has been stationed at various key positions throughout town, trying to stem as you climb, thereby proving your resolve and determination. Star Rider. Meant those girls in armor we saw before, right? Yes, I heard that they're the most elite combat unit among all the Ouroboros. While they may lack numbers, it'd be wise to consider them each at the level of enforcer, perhaps stronger. I can believe it. Those gals weren't playing dress up. They're the real deal. Anyway, something on your mind? Well, yes, but I'm not sure it is relevant at the moment. I've been wondering who the Seal Maiden truly is beneath that helmet. I hadn't really thought about it, but that's a good question. It would be that she has a specific motive for choosing not to reveal her face. That's definitely. And the girl hasn't seen her face or uncovered her true identity. She's clearly not doing it to hide her sex, the way I was. It's a lot to consider. In any case, we may be more about her as we challenge her for followers. She asked us to prove our resolve and determination, and we're going to do just that. Yes! Understood. Okay. Okay. Average shows the open gives Ouroboros one step closer to obtaining the Septarian of Chests. Make sure. You find what appears to be a botched attempt at fierce tiger fried rice. Ellie suddenly seems to be in a hurry to leave the area. Now we'll go down and grab that other chest. Light up it. You dare stop how the CPD awarded you 5 DP for breaking out of prison. Goddess forbid Crossbell becomes part of the Empire again. The Imperial government would probably silence all of us. Crossbell is just for good. Okay, pretty cool. I've been expecting you. Yeah, the first one. I am a faithful soldier of the Star Rider. Enos the Stout. By order of Lord Iron Road, I shall be your friend. well lit. Lord Banning's a special sports section, and so I suppose he'd let us pass with that. You said correctly. Upon our first meeting in the wetlands, I'd appraised you all as cowardly, unfledged lot. Now, however, I believe your service suitable for a star ranger. Let us see you face against the halberd of the sun. Ah, and you asked for it. There's a good vibe from the member of the Star Ranger. The halberd of the statue will fall to the Yin's blade. Okay. Okay. Huh. That was easy. Almost too easy. Admirably done. You have braved my halberd and emerged victorious. As promised, I will clear the path. 2 trials await. Be aware that my fellow knights are also masters of their crafts. Should advise thee not to cover. Ah. This is no longer text. She translated it away from the area tab. Scout is right, that girl hit like a damn horse. That's cheating, I've heard plenty of the Star Wars. It turns out the stories didn't do them any justice. Yes. Yes. At any opponent we can try for the Vitua first. Oh, but let's keep it in. Still can't shake the feeling. What could be going on here?
a lot more, targeting the tower is a lot easier than
Okay, ladies and gentlemen. God. I remember the almighty stone. You may call me Inhale. I hope you can forgive me for ambushing you from above. The second night. She didn't know either. You must be quite skilled or emerge victorious against the others. Perhaps I won't have to go easy on you after all. Couldn't have it any other way. Stand in our path and you will be made to fall. Delightful. The mindset will serve you well. Now demonstrate your strength once more. Show the shop of the Star Ritter that you are worthy of approach our Lord Iron Road at the top. Ha, you got it, little lady. That battle of hers is going to be a problem. Stay focused. Roger. Engage counter snap. Okay, so pretty much. She comes down. Goodness me, I concede defeat. Tivoli isn't going to let me hear the end of this later. No matter, only one night stands in your way. underestimated. She is a head knight of the Star Ritter, and her strength is undeniable. I would arrive
There's another one down. And it did take the wind out of me.
Yeah, I got a little bit too close for comfort there. I thought I'd see someone snap on air slow and it's just a boat. And yet, among all expectations, she left her vantage point to join the fray. An honorable act on her part. I sense pride in the way she fought. I think coming down to face us with a show. Right. You're fine with that either. It's not common in today's age. Their behavior resembles that of the chivalrous knights of the Middle Ages. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. Gotta believe they were with Ouroboros. Honestly, the more we learn, the less I understand. No kidding. But hey, on the bright side, I got one more of the Steel Maidens minions standing in her way. They're taking what the Sharp said seriously. The last girl's probably gonna be the strongest of the three. Onward. Let us see. Yep. Keep an eye on that Ricia now. I have reason to believe that she is engaged in espionage. For those that don't know, thespians are sort of like the basically any theater folk would be considered thespians. So, espionage is, yeah, it's a funny little thing. Keep checking every chest in the tower. We're going to have to start calling new team the Stall Ritter. Okay. Now let's take them all out. Take me down to the crossbill city where the room is blue and the girls are pretty. Oh, won't you please take me home? Wow, wow. You like that? As you probably realized, I am quite silly. Am I proud of my silliness? Yes. Yes, I am. Never expected you to make it this far. I was thinking how much is one. Have to mug about to lose to louts like you. I'm heading out of the Stellar Jubilee this week. I congratulate you on getting past it. Yes, and in. However, your triumph ends here, on my honor. This is as close as you will come to Lord Iron. Prepare yourselves and face me. Alright then. Certainly to the point, I'll give her that much. Why are you looking at me like that? Sorry, we were trying to reconcile our conception of the Star Raiders heading out of reality. Aww, I think it's adorable how into this whole shtick you are. Or maybe Quaint's is a better word. Adorable? What nonsense. How dare you ridicule me? Very well, mock me as you please. I will strike you down in return. Look at that. She is emanating sheer power. I am the swift, you swordsman, and now yours will witness it firsthand. Here she comes. Don't hold back, everyone. Let's do... Easy enough. Inconceivable. How might face Lord Ironwood after being handed such a humiliating... Ugh. Your speed is unbelievable. Even I can't move that fast. And that pretty face ain't no pushover. The victory is yours. It's with great shame and regret that I let you pass. Wait! How you carry yourself? Could this be the Steel Maiden actually be? The one who awaits you above is the strongest. The embodiment of magic. Whether you survive will depend on the resolve and determination you surround. You do well to remember. What are you trying to ask her, Riley? Have some sort of idea of who this Steel Maiden is? It's fine. I realized halfway through that my theory was too implausible to even worth doing. Let's just put it out of our minds for now. It'll only make things more confusing. If you insist. Shit. Probably know better than we were, Mademoiselle. Either way, we got a Steel Maiden to square up against. Yes, she should be waiting for us at the hill, probably. It's time to say this once we're prepared. Correct. And we are going to... fully heal. And then we will... make sure that there are no bugs. Okay, well, we could save if I wanted to actually defeat the Steel Maiden, but I don't really care. I'd like to, but... and I'm going to strategize so that I can, but she'll probably just maybe take you this new you have tempted to resolve. The Steel Maiden. Oh, the anguish of Ouroboros. Even though it told us the Society's plan had shifted focus to the Empire. That's the case. Is there something you're still trying to accomplish here in Crossbow? Not just particularly, no. The Professor has his own agenda. The observer is Secretary of Zero. Whoever becomes this is no longer relevant to us. Happens now is between the Croy family and yourselves. I remain, man. Your business here is done, and the only my thing to do would be to see us all home. Yes, the Divine Child, the Secretary of Zero herself, requested of me. What? She asked you to? Then, I asked. The Grandmaster did ask that we cooperate with the will of the Divine Child as much as possible. Thank you. Please give my regards to your master. Both Scarlet Ogre and the Divine Blade are combatants who transcend the limitations between us. If you stay as close, there would be no outcome where you emerge unmatched. Cast will stop you from doing such things, to shield you from harm. That's Keto Senator, huh? Thank you, Steel Maiden. That's exactly what I needed to hear. Cast aside whatever doubts I had left. Very well. I hold you to now. How you respond is your own prayer. I do understand that my words have only further spread me there. That's right, we're going to face you, force you to retreat, no matter what. Challenge is simply one more barrier between us and our little girl. And you know how the Lord feels about barriers. Couldn't call myself a man if I ran away from this fight. Man or not, I share the same. Now you done at Crossbow? Sapphia's family is gunning for you, Steel Maiden. I can sympathize. Project is what's pushing me forward after. the separate angles of orbs, iron and steel. At the haste of the divine child of Zero, I will stand it as another barrier in your path. Should you hope to surmount it, then take your arms and fight. whale. keep going.
Cool. Oh, that would be brilliant. Oh, no. Oh! Fudge. Well. I'm sorry, Lloyd. How do you like us now? You told us to fight, so we brought the power. I'm surprised. I scarcely expected to be brought to my knees, let alone by all of you. Huh? You can still stand? How's good? Don't give up. Ah, jeez, I have no intention of raising my lance against you any further. You will be fine, Joe. You'll need that bigger in the coming bouts of Fancy Ogre and Divine Blade. I'm sorry, Lloyd. Draw. You may have proven that hope that still exists for you to think. As such, it would be foolish for you to be. As a respectable, agreeable, and accountable villager and divine child, I expect you will be happy with this. I hope so. You have our gratitude, Steel Maiden. However, the Church is still unable to condemn whatever it is you're trying to accomplish. You understand that, don't you? Naturally, Centaur Testament.
soon the upheaval in the Empire will settle. The phantasmal blaze plan will reach its conclusion. Regardless of how amicably the state of affairs concludes, the time when the fate of all will be determined fast approaches. Yeah, I suppose it is. Before you go, may I ask you a question, Steel Maiden? Have you and my father ever crossed blades? Yes, about 10 years ago. Never forget an adversary strong enough to reveal my face. But after you have already reached the same length of height, whether you continue down this path or hard find whether you must think for yourself. I'd like to ask a question of my own. The order under your command is named the Star Regent. Your hair is long and blonde. That bears a striking resemblance to a woman spoken of from the War of the Lions. Could you be? Haha. All I will say is that you did well to make that connection. Really? What are you talking about? With that, I will bid you farewell. May offer a worthy answer to the face challenge. I pray on your behalf. What's all that end about, Ellie? You stopped just short of finishing your question. I know. This is what I don't want to bring up while we're climbing the tower. It's all a bit perplexing. But if my hands are correct, we may have just faced off against a ghost from 250 years past. The hell? You can't be serious. About 200 centuries ago, Erebony went through a terrible civil conflict over the succession of its imperial throne. It raged throughout the entirety of the empire, later coming to be known as the War of the Lions. When all seemed lost, a distinguished female knight emerged as a neutral party, seeking to put an end to the bloodshed. Her name was Leanne Sandlot. She was a beautiful young woman with flowing blonde hair. In her command was an order of knights called the Azure. Wait, it couldn't be. They're practically the same. He's one of the most prominent figures in all Erebonian history. Name Leanne Sandlot is synonymous with valor, as is her Monica, the Lance Maiden. Even where such a prominent woman existed in preeminent. As enriching the Star Regent, the Lance Maiden, and the Steel Maiden. And according to Ellie, even our alliance is a strange. It's too much to be a coincidence. But Leanne Sandlot said to have perished over 250 years ago. Having only just restored peace to Erebony. That said, the circumstances of her death are still debated among historians. Some claim she was assassinated, while others point to illness. The most rational explanation is that the Steel Maiden and the Star Rider pay homage to Leanne Sandlot and her husband. Not saying I believe in ghosts or anything. Judging by her lady's strength, I would rule out the possibility she is the real deal. Don't forget that she's in bed with society. When it comes to those freaks, nothing's impossible. Could it be that the Alliance Maiden's title and position are passed down upon the centuries like those of you? I'm going to have to rely all this to the command. Well, now you see why I didn't want to bring this up earlier. In any case, I think we can trust that she and her knights would keep up their word and leave first. Well, let's put the speculation and focus on the matter at hand. Yeah, good call. Only first things first, let's stop that bell. I hope you're all ready. This might just take down the barrier around Crystal City. It's Prunan. There we go.
said Lunali and Kuga, but could be wrong.
It's deadly. Just confirm that the barrier has been deactivated.
It's deadly. I've just confirmed that the barrier has been deactivated. I'll try contacting headquarters now.
The barrier's vanished? Grr. Why do I even bother with these fools from the society? I'll have to dedicate the islands to defending the city. Allow the Secretary of Defense, Bell, Sigmund, and the rest as well. Yes, Mr. President.
Can't believe they aren't well in our way.
There's nothing to worry about. No one's going to hurt you, Suzuki. You can rest easy.
I'm not worried about me. You're the one I'm worried about. Why are you doing this? What if Mother could see you now? It would break her heart.
You're right. I can imagine the look on Saya's face. The lecture she'd be giving me right now. Shizuku. The fellow has a favor he'd like to ask of you.
They simply admire meddling with us, don't they? No. Teacher is looking for you. Shouldn't you go to him? Father can be a good boy and wait his turn. It would be difficult to erect the barrier a second time without the resonance of the bells, correct?
Yes, the way things are now.
Irons can still function. They've probably lost the ability to manipulate space. What in the others that come? They've always been resilient, if nothing else. I suppose this gives us no other recourse but to proceed according to plan. His plan, it is. Everything is in your hands, Canoppia. We'll follow your lead. Will you abdicate your newfound role, or will you make everyone's wishes come true? The time for you to decide draws nigh.
I know. I knew from the beginning that there was no other way. Lloyd, Ely, Dio, Randy, and Shizuku. For the sake of all Crossbow. I'll make everyone's dreams a reality.
Just like that, the once impenetrable barrier surrounding Crossbell had disappeared. Lloyd contacted Sauli of Hayway, as well as Muriel, the leader of the resistance force, to relate them. Additionally, Commander Biles gave her word that the Belgard and Tangram notice would remain neutral for as long as they were able. And later that evening, Father Kevin made a call to the bridge of the Merkaba. So what you're saying is, we can enter the airspace now without fear of getting shot down? Yes, all the islands are focused on useful defenses at the moment. As long as we don't get any closer to Crossbow City, we should be in the clear. Gotcha, alright, thanks for catching me up with the situation. I'll be back tomorrow by dawn. We can sync up our schedules and it's a date. Make room for me, Kevin. Reese. Anyway, thank goodness you're okay. I'm glad to see the rest of the SSS is all right as well. Huh. We're still in one piece. Oh boy, I was looking forward to meeting you again, Reese. But I kind of hoped it'd be less of a work thing. You'll be assisting us with the infiltration plan, is that correct? Yes, we'll be using the Merkaba Unit 5 to play decoy for the islands, protecting the city. You're on your own for dealing with the defense force and getting it home. That's fine. You're going pretty alright.
We didn't do it for you. We owe you for this.
Reese, Father Kevin, I know how we could ever repay this debt. Shucks. If you want to thank us, you can pull off this operation without a hitch and make us all say. We have a plan for giving you guys some extra backup tomorrow. Thing is, it's going to be pretty rough for us to do more while handling those ions. Understandable, so. Be careful yourselves. Don't do anything too reckless, got it? Haha, we'll try. Talk to you tomorrow morning, no, Quasi. I'll be waiting. Have a good evening.
You have quite a challenging day.
With Button lightly, the president and his cronies still have way more fighting strength than we can muster. That's not even accounting for the ions. Those things are armed to the teeth.
I do what the maestro holds.
To no longer be able to use its spatial annihilation abilities. Still, its basic functions are the same, aren't they? That itself is...
It would be safe to assume as much. We have the Macabre, the unit, and I will keep a watchful eye on it.
Whatever the case, expect the battles on the city's perimeters will be evenly matched. The key is taking the scales towards this operation's success. It's going to be the rest of us on the infiltration.
Well aware.
Our first goal is to make it inside city limits and rendezvous with the chief, Devil, and the others. Think they're holding up for it? Dudley got cut off when he tried to make contact earlier. Something's probably cutting their cams off by force in the mainframe. My guess is that they're jamming specific Enigma units based on their serial numbers. Are you saying that the President's forces can transmit within the city but we can't? So it seems. We'll have to gain control of the city communications terminal to do anything about it. But that will be easier said than done, seeing as it is situated within Orchis Tower. That's just one more thing to take care of starting tomorrow morning. Yes, it is, everyone. The liberation of Crossbus. After succeed, we'll understand a chance of being keep that. Thanks. Exactly. Which is why we need to rest as much as we can tonight. Many of you are tired. I want you to get some sleep in the nap. And tomorrow we're going to have to be ready to face anything. Right. Okay. So, let's check on the record. So I go down and see Wazzy. I'll be able to ask him, Wazzy up? Wazzy, how about say the two of you drinking? Why not? We're both finished with the little bit of prep we had to do. Get it, Jones? Honestly, are you going to be alright? Operation is tomorrow, you know? Can't help it. Notice the several empty glasses you've already racked up.
You need not worry. These are Ventus's special virgin cocktails, made to order. Rest assured they will not interfere with our faculties come tomorrow's operation.
You say so. Let me take your word for it, our boss. Kill you have a little faith in me when I'm drinking my own too? On a more serious note, there's something I should have told you earlier. I've been given approval by His Holiness the Pope to participate in tomorrow's mission. Wow, straight on the top, huh? Generally, the Macabre is a church secret. Our policy is to avoid using it during large-scale operations. However, given the state of chaos across the continent, some exposure is no longer avoidable. That makes sense. Either way, I'm grateful for the church's verdict. Tomorrow's a big day, Wazzy. Hope you're just as ready as the rest of us. Oh, my good leader, believe me.
You have the full support of the Marcable's group, as well as Mags.
Right, there's one more thing I should probably tell you about. Huh?
Wazzy, need I remind you that matter is still supposed to be classified at this point?
Oh, is it now? Then I suppose I'll just have to make sure it stays between us, won't it?
Very well then. The choice of whether or not to apprise him
ultimately lies with you. I'm not sure I follow. Oh, you'll want to. Oh, but you'll want to. So much to do with you, after all. All of you, in fact. Pique your interest yet? So I can meet you in the deck later and say a few things then. Fine. I think I'll get it. I'll see you on the deck later then. Uh-huh. Just you and me. Word of advice was it? Take care to not say more than needs. I know. I know. So I have a drink to finish here, so I'll head up when I'm done. Don't wait up for me. Let's go and grab some more. Oh. Got enough carrier bombs. Bear in mind, Dwazzy intends to reveal is strictly confidential. Decision is his, so I have no say in the matter, but I believe I can trust you. Well, friend, do you see surprisingly calm seems to around Jen? Oh, do we? Actually, I'm in the middle of triple checking my weapons in the front. That sounds so annoying. Well, no, I came down to give you some emotional support. Besides, I'm already done with all my preparations for tonight. Dependable as always. But operational support is what we're going to need. More than ever tomorrow, so make sure to get yours tonight, dear friend. Don't worry, I will. In fact, that's a real reason I came down here. Nothing recharges my batteries like spending some time with them. So you're entertaining? You're exaggerating? But knowing you, you're definitely not. You can stay. Please let me get some work done, friend. Reminds me a lot. I think I'll try to get contact with the commander again tonight. We should reconfirm our strategy with her once. Hedged. It sounds like a good idea. In order to get some sleep once you're finished. Yes, sir. So you guys are really gonna try to infiltrate Castle City, putting your lives on the line to fight the new regime. This failed scenario is going to be that the president was right all along. I hope you realize that. History is written by the victors, remember? Looking back, we're told the ends justify the means, just like in Crossbell's Blade Revolution. Everything comes down to tomorrow. You know that better than anyone. Ha. My bad. I'm not trying to put even more pressure on you. It's just, as a journalist, I have a responsibility to see how Crossbell's fate plays out and relate to the people. But beyond that, I'm still my own person. And I'm rooting for you from the bottom of my heart. SSS is God's legacy, after all. You're the living embodiment of everything else. God, Grace. I don't know what to say. You can promise to give it all you got tomorrow first night. Right, we will. Tomorrow's the day we liberate Crossbus. Finally get a chance to speak to Belle and Uncle TJ. Ask why they did this. Or maybe even talk them out of it. Then again, if they still refuse. Yeah, I can't imagine what you're going through. I'm sorry, Lord. I know this isn't the time for dwelling. I have a date to repay to everyone who has helped us despite this. Well, this is a fight we have to win if we're going to take back Keon. All this together, Ellie. Tomorrow will to be our date sees. You're absolutely right. Thank you, Lord. That makes me feel legitimate. Arduous day tonight, Lord. That you and your young friends should be made to hear the bad burden of Crossbell's future? Well, that's simply no excuse.
As one of our state's 2 highest-ranking representatives, I can only hang my head in shame.
You have nothing to be sorry for. Wasn't for your willingness to make the declaration of invalidity, we wouldn't have gotten started. You played your part admirably. But from here on, this is our fight. This is something we have to do.
Thank you. Oh, I hope you can at least accept my apology. Still, that's how you feel. I have Rich. I have faith. You will succeed in liberating the city. In the meantime, I must plan for what comes after. My hope is that harried citizens of Prosper be able to return to their peaceful lives as soon as possible.
We hope so too. I just want to get back to that casino. Click, 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 click. Yeah, preparations are getting complete. What are you up to, Jim? It's performing a final systems check with the Mercado before the operation. You know, time for us to do it then. So I'll be disembarking with you. To gain access to the communication room frame, I'll leave the rest of the hacking to Ian and Freddy. See, that sounds like a lot of extra work. Not to worry, I'll be done before long. As earlier, you should be saving your energy instead of running after the meditation. Alright, still my responsibility to make sure I'm fully prepared for tomorrow. So I get what you're saying. Now let's leave you to it. Just make sure you take your own advice. Get some rest while you're done. I will, as long as you remember to do the same.
Tomorrow is the day we will finally be infiltrating our way back into Crossville City. So a short while ago that I left in Seneca. I feel as if I've been missing it for ages.
What you mean? Yeah, it's a big focus our attention on defending the city now that the area's done. It's hard to wonder how our conceals will go.
I imagine they're still practicing even
The show must go on after. No matter the circumstances, the troop is always perfecting its craft. I'm looking for it, not here. It's way earlier with what Wayne Locke was here. Because you can't argue with that. You don't mind my asking, what comes next for you after you liberate Preston? I intend to see Ilya again. Continue my time on the stage. That's what I'm doing.
But although that desire does go through me, I have no idea how to pray. I don't even know what it's going to say. And Ilya, and so the next time I see them, the words escape.
You get what you can. For what it's worth, I think that Ilya and the rest of Arkansas will always be happy to accept. My advice will not to be thinking about it too much. Focus first on the path in front of you. The next step to take. You raise a good point. Anyway, the reunion's not going to happen unless we liberate Crossville City first. I'll be ready to give you your ultima. I know I am. Right. Oh yeah, we gotta talk to Doggo.
Mr. Doggo. Tomorrow we carry out our operation. Upon disembarking, I intend to enter the city as a reconnaissance. Though my point of landing will differ from yours, know that I will hasten to your side should you require it.
Thanks, Dad. We appreciate the money. Reminds me of the wolves in the mountains will be helping out too, right?
Yes. I instructed them to lend their aid to the resistance force for the siege. This should prove a worthy opposition for the Red Constellation, provided they use the terrain to their advantage.
I think Second Lieutenant Muriel and the others will be more than happy to have this.
Yes, however, that is much assistance as I can provide. The task of rescuing Kia ultimately rests on your shoulders. As I'm sure you know, there are still many trials and tribulations standing between you and her.
I know, but it doesn't matter. Nothing is going to stop me from reaching Kia, no matter what. Just you wait and see, right?
So I shall. Show me what you are capable of.
Now it's time to go out. That's right. What should I do? Should I keep it? In the free time. Lord, municipal preparations for the coming day and went outside to attack. Well, you really came. How could I not? Well, you led me into this. Couldn't help but be curious. You say that as if I forced you. Don't deny that you out here of the goodness of your heart. I do love that about you, and that's the honest truth. Alright, enough of that. I'm going to speak to me about Kian. Fanison, tell me what you know. As you wish. Normally, divulging any part of our agenda outside of would be fair. As far as the September Zero is concerned, the Church is going to take a hands up flash. That applies no matter how the situation proves to tomorrow. Seriously? Since the snakes have largely retreated and the original September is long gone, we chose to look. No just cause to. On the right side, that means they have no jurisdiction as far as taking custody of Kia goes. I guess that's one comfort. Thanks for telling me. Wait a minute, was it? Where does that leave you? Can you still cooperate with us? The fool and set of Negus aside, we have yet to confirm that the 6 Angus has obstructed. There are still those islands to consider. The technology they gave to the Crow family is still significant. Until that's mitigated, I'll be allowed to some degree of freedom to meddle about things in the sky. That's one way to spin it. The more I hear, the more it feels like there's a bigger picture to all this. Well, it's way out of my depth. You have no idea. The world you live in is shaped more by unseen influences than you do. As for me, I intend to end my 2-year undercover gig and crossbow with a bang, and not a whip. You know, Ozzy, sometimes I forget that you're only 17. That means that you were just 15 when you were assigned this mission. Title of a Dominion is a pretty big deal, right? You become one at such a young age. Dominions aren't born out of years of hard work or grabbing for promotions. Those who are branded become Dominions, and being branded is preordained. Putting it like that, it sounds positively paranormal. And more than realistic. Sound pretty you, huh? I was like this brand, though. Is that thing I've seen you using, Bell? It's referred to as a stigma. The seal engraved on one's very soul. Source of power both great and detestable. It was 7 years ago that it first manifested in me. 7 years? Before you go jumping to conclusions, has nothing to do with the DJ. But I'd like to tell the full story to do it justice. That's fine. I'd like to hear it if you don't mind. Come to think of it, I know much of anything about your life before Crossbow. It's a lot, given all the stuff I've learned about you as a person. Traits, quirks, and all. Alright, if you don't, I don't mind sharing. I was born in a remote region of Siberia. The tribe group was isolated from the world. Contact with the outside was prohibited. Since ancient times, our village had worshipped its own deity, separate from Adios. At a young age, I was burdened with the role of a medium, one who could supposedly hear the voice of this god. And I mean burdened. I was shackled with that duty against my will for as long as I can remember. The god was nothing more than some ancient relic they dug up somewhere. You can imagine how ridiculous I found it all. All I wanted to do was be free from the meaningless fate I was bestowed. And one day a bizarre phenomenon began to shake our hidden little village. One after another, the villagers started to slip into comas. I realized that their so-called god had forsaken the relic has gone berserk, absorbing their vital force through the 17 beings beneath us. I implored the village elders to seal the damn thing away once and for all. They refused, opting instead to appease its rage with the sacrifice. To represent, my idea wasn't much better. Sealing away such a dreadful power was beyond our means. That was when they came. Knights from the church appeared in our village. When we made contact, they told me that the village god was in fact an ancient icon. That was all I needed to hear. And I wasn't some sort of omnipotent deity. I decided to take drastic measures. I took their god, a blue stone tablet, into my own 2 hands and tried to drop it off a cliff. Wanted nothing more than to end that village's wretched curse, to liberate my heart from the shackles that bound it. But the god was resilient. It fiercely resisted and tried to sap me of my vitality. Then I realized the knights couldn't save me in that time, and my life force was about to run dry. It happened. The brand manifested on my chest. My Sigma awoke, and in doing so stole the power of their god for itself. In moments it became nothing more than an old slab of stone crumbling to pieces in my hands. And so I was exiled from the village. That's how I obtained the freedom I yearned for. After all, I was a heretic who killed the god they worship so dearly. So that's what happened. Haha. A wild ride than you expected, wasn't it? It sounds like a twisted fairy tale to a city boy like yourself. Now seeing your power firsthand is all the proof I need to believe it. I mean, this is no less fantastical than befriending a holy beast of legend. You've already checked that box. Guess I can't argue with that. Anyway, after things settled down, the church's knights invited me to the holy city of Azure as a vessel for one of their 12 stigmas. I was immediately greeted as the Dominion. And a boss was assigned to me, and we've been together since. That explains that. If you don't mind me asking, have you ever returned to your village? Surely you must have missed your family. I think you already know the answer. Not the village to its enemies. The keystone that held them together was destroyed by my hand. Not as well from you as my feet. Lifting the village curses of heathens to an end. I didn't truly care. So the punishment is death. Even my own flesh and blood despises me. From what I heard, the church did return to the village, cleaning out the mess that was left behind. Some are still there today. Eventually, the spirits left by the god village fade into the past. Honestly, I wouldn't mind returning someday. Once enough time has gone by, that'll do. So don't look so dumb. It's nothing for you to worry about. You're a pretty little hitter. Awesome. That's at home behind. Does it mean you're going to lead Crossbow too? That's your mission, is it? That's right. At the end of my day, I have my orders as a knight of the church. What's that matter? Are you going to be lonely without me? Of course I will. Oh. No, he lost Vol for now. Sure, we'll bring him to his senses. This mess will still be there in Crossbow too. Well, you may have had ulterior motive. So, member of our team. Don't forget, you'll always have a place where you belong, right here with us. After all, Crossbill is your second home now, isn't it? Ha! Ha ha! I'm gonna have to laugh that hard. That was a bit corny, but, you know. All this time together and you still manage to surprise me. Sure, if I ever feel homesick, like I'm running back to you. Not because I have nowhere else to go, but because Crossbow is special. A place where my feet intertwine with all yours. Today at 3 a.m. 5 a.m. Operation commencing. Crossbow Guardian Force Resistance Unit, Maine's Mountain Root Wolf Unit. Initiate combat.
Yes, ma'am! Woof! Here they come. Our units prepare to intercept. Remember, these are masters of close quarter combat. Have your cougars engage them and keep your distance. Yeah.
I do enjoy that tingling feeling you get before a fight.
Shall we begin?
As you wish.
Maintain pressure on the edge as you exterminate their weakness.
Keep an eye on the center.
Tear them to shreds. Sure.
Looks like the skirmishes are going out in the north and east section. What is that? What do we do with Commander Blue? She is from Madison. They'll be fine. They're going to stand down until the political side of things is resolved. Anyway, until that's all said and done, we have to do is sit on our hands and wait.
Gee, really now? What does the view look like from that fence you're straddling?
What? Wait, what? Wait, I am?
Good day to you. With that out of the way, I'd like to ask that you refrain from lumping my dear Patamata in with those 2 bit invitations. After all, they aren't really as kind or smart or capable.
You're with us? Or against us?
Out of my way, silly soldiers. You can come here to play with you. You don't want to get troubled. You should step aside. See, it's coming.
Huh?
Ah! Who am I? Ah, there you are.
Hey, you.
Hey, you, get back. You're way over your head. This isn't a fight, man. Ah!
Retreat to the railway bridge.
Don't do anything too crazy, alright? No, we got your back. Bottom armor may have been on guard, but don't forget that I still have the edge. The only way we can win this is working together. Yes, I can. Don't let them defile this land any longer. It's their home after all. Let's go, Estelle. Joshua, you too, Potter Motter.
Incredible.
I mean, Priest was dodging that was a bread gang. Yep, apparently they asked him to drop by a little early to pick them up. More importantly, now's our chance.
Right.
I'll deactivate the optical camouflage and bring us down to the city southwest. Disembark from the ship's hatch. Yeah? We wish you the best of luck. May Adio, or May Adio's got drool. Be careful, everyone. I'll be sure to cover your heroics from above. And I'll do what I can to back you up from the net. Here, ideally we should start by finding a way to get in contact with the chief. Wait, what's it? What is it? Just like what we saw in the series. Kind of bad kids around here. Maybe two fight. Something wrong? I hear something reverberate. Must be the bell. Watch. Let's go see for ourselves. What the? Similar to the barrier that was enveloping Christmas. Surely. Similarly, these are of similar nature and fundamental, which means that this spell's resonance is also the source of that mist.
hell is it, dude? What's going on? Careful, they're coming from all sides. Could it be? Magic golems. Yes, they resemble the ones from Stargazer's out, but significantly more dangerous. We gotta bust these things up. Yeah, let's take them out. Why are these things going inside? Don't believe that Alphateja and the others must have this. There's no way that'd be other than this too. I think so, but it does seem like the most probable waste. Let's say this build has anything to do with the too. More incoming. Damn it. Ain't looking too hot. Need to find a way to break that through. Chief! Jacob Dudley! There, you finally made it. Well, it's hours later. Right. Roger Wilson. And the others proceed. Convoluted route to eventually they did the D section of the geoflat from the downtown district. Same day, not that. Oh, okay, you're okay. You're really okay. You're on the safe too. You managed to free him? Thank goodness. Now I can finally sleep again. Settle down, Chief. I'm glad to see things are alright with you as well. To think Tio has worried about little of me. These hundreds and hundreds of prayers are for Tio as well. I'll send you straight to her if you keep this up. Well, it's good to see you. So is everyone else finally getting tired of putting up with the president's bull? Let's put it politely. You declared martial law. There's your lockjaw in the city this year. Well, long after that, the mist enveloped the whole city, the whole place. Things have gone far enough. We need to put a stop to this. Yes. Yes. Because our only hope is arrested. All right. Yeah, there's no other choice. What about the citizens? We should have this. Thankfully, the public is finding it out of carefully since under the martial law. It's not obvious enough to stay when goes with a safe event. With all the fighting going on outside the city. That said, the arrangement was on such a short notice. A lot of people surprised between I had someone taking shelter hotels out of the city, so I can't stay there. Yeah, I shouldn't would. The only way to resolve this is better. Assuming the president and his little faction is still easier said than done. Didn't that call for seizing Orcus Tower come away from there? Hey, I started working out the details. Didn't have the cooperation of the braces of the city. All I needed for you kids to finally show up. Chief, we appreciate your patience. If I may ask, what exactly is this trade? There's a large group of those magical constructs guarding in front of the tower. We're going to combine all our manpower there with the bracers and assault their forces directly. Then, while we create an opening, a second team will drive through the entrance of the building by car. From there, they'll rush the tower and take control. That's the plan, really. Sounds a little, what's the word? Ballsy? For one. Really think it'll work? That's what the defense force said. Here, are relocated outside the city. As I have only left Arias behind with skeleton creep. If you were thinking of sneaking in from the geofront, forget it. Our route is as sealed as ever. With no glaring holes in their defenses, the only choice we have left is to make one ourselves. And does check out. In that case, you take it you haven't finalized the team that's storming the tower now. Yeah. Right. We're just in the process of. Wait, you're suggesting what I think you are. I am. The SSS would assume the duty of infiltrating Oracle's tower. Please, he isn't that. If anyone is going to bring her back, it should be us. Damn straight. No way in hell you're leaving that up to anyone else. Operations will also require someone who can navigate this tower security systems, like I said. On my part, I can't pass up the opportunity. As a member of the Defense Force, I help bring this current predicament in motion. Which means I have duty to right that wrong and put an end to this. Our little red group has been through its fair share of hardships, and we've always come out on top. Teamwork is going to be critical to the mission. I can't think of anyone more qualified than the SSS. I'll do my part to contribute as well. You're serious about this? Ha!
Could have seen this coming. Hard to believe you're the same rookies that had fumbled a few down less than a year. You want it? You got it. The SSS is responsible for storming the tower. Even with that said, plan isn't exactly ready to go. So sit tight. We still got work to do.
You did? We're in the process of hacking into Oracle's tower as we speak. Should only take another hour at most before we have access. Ah. Yeah? Yeah, if we hack in, it'll be easier to find support through the infiltration team. We'll also be able to stop them from jamming our accounts. Exactly. Not to mention we need avenues through which we can contact the guild and our other allies in camp. In any case, now that we know who our strike force is, we should take this time to tailor the plan accordingly. Afterward, you and the others work with Chief Sir. Hello, Dudley. Want to be on the infantry? Yes, I'm familiar with the building's name, but oh yeah, after work security for the trade tenants. I can even accompany you to the city. More importantly, there are no such chances we'll leave the rest of the president in the Oh, come on, what happened to Tristan? I not really expected this. Don't you mind them? We appreciate it. Right. About the guard. You want to use for the plan? Does it have to be the special forces? There's no other way. It's the only model we have right now with the durability, horsepower, bust down the door. Also help us waste any time coming through. I guess right now it's just collecting the dust of the SSS field. The ways not to put it to good use. I only come now as a team. We are. I agree. We should decide which members will be in the city to retrieve the car. Those will remain here next time. Got it. Okay. Fair enough for Dudley. I want to put Noel in, but I don't want to replace Bricia. with that, we shall save. And we shall quit. It was nice playing with you guys. Yeah. I must time to bid you guys adieu. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and hype. You know the drill. See you guys later.